Oh, hey, Junior. Why the long face? It's an expression. What I mean is, why so down in the mouth? It's another Never mind. What have you got there? Ooh, that stings. Guess it's time to put that hat on, huh?
Oh, gee. Do I have to, Mr. Lehrer?
Yup. Remember those? Looks like you need a lesson in new math. Hey, why don't I give all of you a lesson? Here we are. Let's get comfortable, shall we? Now, what do you say we start with subtraction? Oh, that's convenient. Almost like this was rehearsed. 342 minus 173. Now remember, in new math, the important thing is to understand what you're doing rather than to get the right answer. Maestro? You can't take 3 from 2. 2 is less than 3, so you look at the 4 in the tens place. Now that's really 4 tens, so you make it 3 tens, regroup, and you change your 10 to 10 ones, so then you add it to the 2 to get 12, and you take away 3, and that's 9. Is that clear? Now instead of 4 in the tens place, you've got 3 because you added 1, that is to say 10 to the 2. But you can't take 7 from 3, so you look in the hundreds place. From the 3, you then use 1 to make 10 tens, and you know why 4 plus minus 1 plus 10 is 14 minus 1, because addition is commutative. Right, so now you've got 13 tens, and you take away 7, and that leaves 5. Well, 6, actually. But it's the idea that's the important thing. Now go back to the hundreds place. You're left with 2, and you take away 1 from 2, and that leaves... Did everybody get 1? Hooray for new math! New math! It won't do you a bit of good to review math. It's so simple, so very simple, that only a child can do it. Now that was excellent work. But unfortunately, the book that I got this problem out of wants us to do it in base 8 rather than in base 10. But don't worry, base 8 is just like base 10. If you're missing 2 fingers. You can't take 3 from 2. 2 is less than 3, so you look at the 4 in the 8's place. Now that's really 4 8s, so you make it 3 8s, regroup, and you change an 8 to 8 ones, then you add them to the 2, and you get 1 2 base 8, which is 10 base 10. You take away 3, and that's 7. Is that clear? Now instead of 4 in the 8's place, you've got 3 because you added 1, that is to say 8 to the 2. But you can't take 7 from 3, so you look at the 64s. The 64s? Well, 64 is 8 squared. From the 3, you then use 1 to make 8 8s, and you add that 1 to the 3, and you get 1 3 base 8. Or in other words, in base 10 you have 11, and you take away 7, and 7 from 11 is 4. Now go back to the 64s. You're left with 2, and you take away 1 from 2, and that leaves... Did everybody get 1? Hooray for new math! New math! It won't do you a bit of good to review math. It's so simple, so very simple, that only a child can do it. Next week, we're going to cover fractions.